concentration and skill levels.
5 मिनट सब्सक्राइबर के बाद जो है ना आपका भाई चला गया दुबई, जहाँ पे हम लोगों ने जेट कार की, बुर्ज खलीफा के टॉप पे गए और सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट जहाँ से छलांग मार दी थी आपके भाई ने भाई, स्काई डाइव की थी, जो मेरी जिंदगी का वन ऑफ द मोस्ट स्केरियस्ट मोमेंट है।
Brisk medium pace, you can say. So if Dwayne Smith can come down the pitch by a couple of feet and maybe across the offside and just flip it. Deep third and deep backwards square legs. There's huge space.
लेकिन नेक्स्ट टाइम जो है ना मुझे दिल कर रहा है अकेला ही कूद जाऊं। खैर दुबई से वापस आने के बाद जो अगली स्टोरी है ना तुम लोगों को पाकिस्तान पहुंच के सुनानी पड़ी। खैर दुबई से हम लोग पाकिस्तान वापस आ गए थे, ठीक है, लेकिन एक दिन जो है ना मैं बैठ के सोच रहा कि यार इतने साल काम कर लिया लेकिन अपने लिए मैंने 200 रुपए से ऊपर का ट्राउजर नहीं खरीदा, क्या करूं यार, मुझे कुछ समझ नहीं आ रही। तो जाके जो है मैंने ले ली अपनी पहली ड्रीम कार विच इज Audi e-tron GT.
No impact player yet for Pakistan, but just looking at that Pakistan bench, you'd say that Saeed Ajmal will probably be the impact player to come on at some stage.
He has been used Saeed Ajmal quite late, Corky. He's definitely bowled around the 10th or 11th over.
अभी आपको मैं गाड़ी दे दूं RT लाना।
Pakistan get him into the game slightly earlier.
और
जितने भी लोग ये वीडियो देख रहे हैं ना, मैं उन्हें कहना चाहूंगा कि यार कभी भी हिम्मत मत हारना, आप जिस मर्जी फील्ड में हो मेहनत करते रहो।
मुझे पता है दोस्त खिलाया मैंने।
नहीं अम्मा मैंने बात
मम्मा के साथ गए खोल गया मैंने।
ये नहीं
Shot in anger. Hardly a shot in anger. Chasing 199. Chasing 199.
बता दूं
आपके काम आता।
e-tron चलानी बंद कर दी है, मुझे डर लगा रहता है यार कि कभी नीचे लग गई, कभी इसको कुछ हो गया तो कभी कुछ हो गया, इसको जो है ना काफी की तरह ख्याल रखना पड़ता है। सोच रहा हूँ कि पैसे भी बहुत ज्यादा लगे थे, मैंने अपनी तरफ से हीरो बनने की कोशिश की थी कि भाई e-tron लेंगे ठीक है, लेकिन गाड़ी खरीदने के बाद आपके भाई के जेब में फूटी क्वालिटी नहीं थी भाई। एक चीज जो मैंने गाड़ी खरीदने के बाद रियलाइज किया ना वो ये है कि ये चीजें मुझे खुश नहीं करती। जिस दिन मैं गाड़ी खरीद रहा उस दिन तो मैं खुद ही एक पागल हुआ था, मोटिवेट हुआ था बहुत ज्यादा। अगले दिन भी वो खुशी थी, उससे अगले दिन भी वो खुशी थी, लेकिन तीसरे दिन एवरीथिंग। और उस दिन मैंने रियलाइज किया कि ये चीजें मुझे खुश नहीं करती हैं। मुझे क्या चीज खुश करती है? फैमिली के साथ टाइम स्पेंड करना, वाइफ के साथ टाइम स्पेंड करना, अच्छा फ्रेंड सर्कल। ये तो शुगर में लैक होना है भाई। अगली गाड़ी जो है ना ये कोई डेली ड्राइवर नहीं है, बंदे ने खड्डे में लेके जानी हो, सिटी में लेके जानी हो तो एक डर सा लगा रहता है। और तुम लोगों को पता है कि इससे पहले आपके भाई के पास सिविक हुआ करती थी जिसकी जगह ले ली फॉर्च्यूनर लेजेंडर ने। अरे न्यू कार जो सिविक की जगह लेगी कैसी है? सिविक एक बत्ती मारूंगा, कसम से एक बत्ती मारूंगा, वो इंडिकेटर देख के तमीज से मुझे जगह दे देगी, देखना। तो मैंने ये बत्ती दो मारी। आपके भाई को जो है ना एक बड़ी खुली 7 सीटर 4x4 गाड़ी चाहिए थी। पाकिस्तान के अंदर खड्डे इतने हैं, ठीक है, गाड़ी का सत्यानाश हो जाता तो फिर ये गाड़ी लेके जाने का जो है ना फिर फायदा है। लेकिन इस गाड़ी को अगर मैंने रेटिंग देनी हो ना तो मैं इसको 6 आउट ऑफ 10 रेटिंग दूंगा, इतनी कोई खास नहीं है। प्राइस इसकी बहुत ज्यादा है, फीचर्स के अंदर कुछ भी नहीं है, लेकिन मेरा प्लान है कि मैं इस गाड़ी को अब कम से कम भी 2-3 साल रखूंगा। खैर e-tron और फॉर्च्यूनर लेजेंडर लेने के बाद जो है ना पाकिस्तान वर्सेस इंडिया एशिया कप हो रहा, तो मैंने रुक को बोला कि यार चलते हैं श्रीलंका कोलंबो मैच देखने लाइव, और हम लोग पहुंच गए श्रीलंका। लेकिन भाई बारिश हो गई, कुत्ते वाली हो गई थी, आपके भाई के पैसे जाए हो गए। लेकिन एक अच्छी बात ये हुई है कि आपके भाई की जो है इंडियन यूट्यूबर से मुलाकात हुई, सौरभ जोशी, फुकरा इंसान, बड़ा मजा आया, बड़ा अच्छा लगा उनसे मिलकर। इस साल जो है इंडिया में वर्ल्ड कप भी हुआ, आपके भाई का बड़ा मूड था जाने का, लेकिन वो पॉलिसी इतनी स्ट्रॉन्ग थी, हमें मुंह नहीं लगाया किसी ने, तो जितना घर बैठ के एंजॉय हो सकता है वो तो किया, लेकिन पाकिस्तान सेमीफाइनल में गया नहीं था। तो मैंने कहा चलो शुक्र है इंडिया वैसे ही निकल जलील हो रहे थे भाई। थोड़ा बहुत जो है ना फास्ट फॉरवर्ड करते हैं, ठीक है। आपके भाई को इस साल जो है ना गोल्डन वीजा भी मिला दुबई की तरफ से, अमराती हो गया आपका भाई। गोल्डन वीजा लेने के लिए जो है हमारा दोबारा दुबई का ट्रिप लगा हुआ था, ठीक है, दुबई से वापस आ गए। हमारी जो पुरानी गाड़ी थी होंडा फेविक वो हमने बेच दी। एक चीज और जो 2023 में हुई थी ना, मुझे नहीं पता कि ये अचीवमेंट है या क्या है, चवली है, स्टुपिडिटी है, वो ये कि आपके भाई ने जो है ना 6 मिलियन सब्सक्राइबर पे डेयर रख दिया था कि आपका भाई जो है ना अंडा हो जाएगा और अंडा बन जाएगा अगर 6 मिलियन सब्सक्राइबर हो गए। तुम लोगों ने फटाफट 6 मिलियन सब्सक्राइबर करवाए। क्यों बोल मारो इसको।
Here every game, 4-day cricket.
Might be time for a bit of coffee, I think.
Cricket. Lad loves his rugby. The Saints.
अपने भाई को जलील देखना चाहते हो तो लोग, तो आपके भाई ने जो है टेंड कर ली भाई, पूरे इंटरनेट पे मेरा मजाक पूरा ठीक है। अरूब मुझे छोड़ने पे आ गई थी, लेकिन शुक्र है उसको मैंने मना लिया था। लेकिन शुगर लगा, मजा तो आया होगा तुम लोगों को। मैं तो कहता हूं तुम लोगों को ज्यादा मजा इसी पे आया होगा। ड्रामेबाजी करते हो, एमी मुझे तंग करते रहते हो कि डकी भाई टेंड करा ली, घर बैठ के चस्के ले रहे होते हो भाई। और इसी तरह जो है साल हमारा एंड हो गया, वेलकम टू 2024. आई होप तुम लोगों ने जो है 2023 लकी बाई एडिशन एंजॉय किया होगा. थैंक यू सो मच जितने भी लोगों ने 2023 में मेरा साथ दिया. 2024 को जो है हम लोगों ने इससे भी ज़्यादा फ्लोर बनाया. See you all in the next year. Take care. Thank you so much again. लाइक और सब्सक्राइब करके लकी बाई व्लॉग गैंग को ज्वाइन कर लेना. बेल आइकन लाजमी दबा लेना. 2024 के अंदर इन लोगों ने मुझे डिसअपॉइंट नहीं करना भाई. गोली नहीं करानी भाई. मिलते हैं कल को.
Chris Gale's going to have to go here. 9 dots. So Altamir's got an excellent slow ball. He can take it out of Chris Gale's reach. Skewed straight in the air.
He's trying to get it, just feel something's bigger than the single big shot is building. To get it into the gap. It's not easy at the moment. Pakistan have come out. Both seem to see it slip in place. Length and line beautifully. It's easy from up here, but there's just something in the surface.
Sahel Tanvir. Amazing action. Now might be a decent option for a slow ball, but wide of the off stump. How the ball is released from his hand is going to have to go almost like a fast leg cutter. 9 dots. It did just hold his line. Tanvir's got an excellent slow ball. If he can take it out of Chris Gale's reach, might get one skewed straight in the air.
Just feel something's building here. Big shot is building. That's a good delivery. Still would like to see a slip in place here to go back to back. It's easy from up here, but there's just something in the surface.
Amazing action, Gorky, isn't it? Not just the feet, but how the ball is released from his hand. It looked like almost like a fast leg cutter. It did just hold its line. As a batter, you're always expecting it to come back in.
Our games here on Monday, Northamptonshire. The Northant Steelbacks had a T20 game on this surface, and there was 3 maidens bowled in that over. David Willey 2, Ben Sanderson 1 against Durham. And another opportunity here to go back-to-back maidens. We certainly aren't. Off the mark then for Chris Gale and the West Indies. 2 gone, 1 without loss.
You never forget your first.
Before we started our
Then
games
one
here on Monday,
becomes two.
Northamptonshire,
And
Northant
2
Steelbacks had a
becomes
T20
something
game
else
on this
entirely.
surface, and there was 3 maidens bowled
There's
in
the
that
one that
over.
gets you
David Willey
noticed.
2, Ben Sanderson
And
1
the one that got away.
against Durham.
It's
Right, are we going to get
a
another
matter
maiden?
of time. Buy, sell and exchange authentic pre-owned watches safely and
Certainly
securely.
aren't.
Watchfinder.
Off the mark
The
then for
pre-owned
Chris
watch
Gale
specialist.
and the West Indies winning by 29 2 runs. gone. Sahil Tanvir 1 without loss for 14.
You
3
never
for
forget your
41.
first.
Looking
Then
for
one
their first
becomes
wicket
2.
here in the power play.
And 2 becomes something
198
else
still
entirely.
required.
There's the one that gets you noticed. And the one that got away.
Lovely length. At
It's
some
only
stage,
a
I
matter
can
of
assure you
time.
now, it'll
Buy,
either be
sell and
Gale
exchange
or
authentic
Smith
pre-owned watches
will be trying
safely
to hit
and
one of these
securely.
balls out of
Watchfinder.
Northampton.
The pre-owned
won't wait
watch
long.
specialist.
Champions winning by 29 runs.
Well, they can't wait
Sahil
long.
Tanvir with 4
Requires
for 14.
11.1. Currently going at less than
3 for 41.
0.46 per over. Great start
Looking
here
for
for the
their
men in
first
green.
wicket here in the power play. He's just waiting for width. 9-8 still required. That's what he wants, I told you. He's going to swing now. He's done with blocking. He's had enough. He's such a good player. At some stage, I can assure you, he doesn't worry about run rates. Either because he can just, or Smith, wait, trying to hit one of these balls, get used to conditions and then go. Won't wait long.
Well, they can't wait long. Requires 11.1. Currently going at less than 0.46 per over. Great start here from the men in green.
He's just waiting for width or overpitched. That's what he wants, I told you. He's going to swing now. He's done with blocking. He's had enough. He's such a good player. It is really Chris Gale, he doesn't worry about run rates because he can just these 2. They do not like blocking balls. Get used to conditions and then go.
Wonderful from Pakistan. Harley bowled a ball that was either too full or too wide. It's been hammering a length. And a little bit of bounce, extra bounce with this new rock.
All the fielders
Can they
nearly
bring
right
third
on
up
the
inside
edge
the ring,
here.
maybe, and protect that leg
Looks
side
like
a bit
it
more?
might be slightly in, a little bit more. Yeah, that's good. It is really good
Chipped.
because all of a sudden now the pressure is building on these two. They do not like blocking legs, balls. So it's just a single.
Wonderful from Pakistan. Harley bowled a ball that was
Sergio Khan,
either
who
too
was a
full or too
deep
wide,
square
has been
leg,
hammering a length.
exactly where he got caught.
With a little bit of bounce, extra bounce with this new rock. Just wonder, can they bring third up inside the ring, maybe, and protect that leg side a bit more? Deep backward point. Now for Dwayne Smith is one of the boundary operators.
Chipped. And there'll be one bounce towards deep square leg, so it's just a single. He wanted a quick single, and Gale was probably would have gone. He was if he called square leg through, it might have been close where he got caught.
Nearly sold Chris Gale down the river there. Pakistan, you mentioned the fielders, they've been deep backward on the edge for Chris Gale, but a couple tighter for Dwayne Smith, one of the boundary operators. Smith, 0 from 7, has to hit out here. Must hit out.
Well, they're getting close to 11.5, which is still fine, look. But you're right, something has to give here. Whether it's the bowler and his line and his length, or whether the batter takes that risk. It probably would have gone. Took the risk, missed it. Just one from the over, 3 overs done. And the West Indies 2 without loss.
Nearly sold Chris Gale
With
down
generative
the river there.
AI on AWS, companies are already transforming how they work.
On the edge for Chris Gale, but a couple tighter for Dwayne Smith.
Generate new ideas
Smith, 0 from 7,
and turn
has to hit out here.
experiments into reality.
Must hit out.
Well, they're getting close to
AWS has
11.5,
innovative
which is still
tools and
fine, look.
services.
But you're right, something has to give here.
So you can
Whether
quickly
it's the
build and
bowler
scale
and his line
generative
and his
AI
length, or whether
with
the batter
security built
takes
in.
that risk.
With generative AI on AWS,
Took the
businesses
risk,
can
missed
push
it.
the boundaries of innovation.
Just one from the over. 3 just had a message on the social media. The West Indies 2 Somebody wants loss. Jimmy Anderson in the WCL next year.
With generative AI on AWS, companies are already transforming how they work.
Somebody who has got in touch with me, Jimmy Anderson, for the
Generate
WCL.
new
I was talking
ideas.
to Stuart Broad yesterday
and
as
turn
well.
experiments into reality.
Can you imagine that? Stuart Broad,
AWS
Jimmy
has
Anderson in the
innovative generative AI on AWS. Businesses can push the boundaries of innovation.
thing. Just had a message on the social
Brian
media.
Lara yesterday.
Somebody wants Jimmy Anderson in the WCL next year.
Wow. Carl Hoopler.
Oh, little edge.
Somebody
This one
who's
kept
got in
down.
touch
with me, Jimmy Anderson, for the WCL. I was
Seen
talking
Brian
to
Lara
Stuart
playing a few
Broad yesterday
legends,
as well. Maybe you imagine that. Stuart Broad, Jimmy Anderson in the England side.
Yeah, I read some of his comments yesterday. He did an interview. Brian Lara is quite scathing of Cricket West Indies and the administration and how they haven't kept up to speed with facilities and infrastructure.
Saw Brian Lara yesterday.
Caribbean, when Brian Lara talks cricket, people
Having him here
they
as
take
well.
note.
Carl
Just a little
Hoopler.
conversation there between Yunus
Oh,
Khan,
little
who's
edge.
at
This one kept
mid
down.
off, and Sahil Khan. Is
Seen
this
Brian Lara playing a
slower
few legends, and
I thought he said bowler, slower ball, direct hit, all close. Yunus
Some of
Khan,
his comments yesterday. He did an interview.
does he
Brian
make it?
Lara.
I think they think he
Scathing
makes
of
it. He said he was
Cricket
on
West
the
Indies
edge.
and the administration. And
Remember, he's a tall man. He's not quick, but once he gets going, Chris Gale, he's got a
speed
big
with
stride.
Facilities and infrastructure. Yeah, Mo Azim sends it upstairs. In the Caribbean, when Brian Lara talks cricket, people they take note. Shaughnessy is the third umpire.
Just
I
a little
think he was all right.
conversation there between Yunus Khan, who's at
Felt like
mid-off.
he was safe. You're right.
And
It took him a little
Sahil
while to
Khan.
get
Is
going,
this a
Corky, but as you mentioned,
slower?
once the legs started turning,
I thought he said bowler, slower
the
ball,
hamstrings loosened
direct
up.
hit,
it
all
doesn't take him
close.
long to get down the other end.
Yunus Khan, does he make it? I think
to
they
that
think
guy.
he
I think
makes it. He
there's
said he was
so
on
many
the
people who probably
edge.
have watched this thinking,
Remember, he's a tall man. He's not quick, but once he
They've
gets
been so
going,
happy
Chris
with the
Gale, he's got a big
performances of
stride. The teams throughout this year's
Yeah, Mo
He's My
Azim sends it
World
upstairs.
Championship of Legends, it can only get bigger and better. I think
Steve
we've both
O'Shaughnessy is
done
the
Legends
third umpire.
tournaments
I
around the
think he was
world,
all
and
right.
the fitness of
Felt like
these teams as
he was
got a
safe.
lot
You're right. It
better.
took him a little while to
Commitment
get
has got a
going,
lot
Corky,
better
but
as
as
well.
you mentioned, once the legs
It can only
started
get bigger
turning
and better.
and the hamstrings loosened up, it doesn't
work
take
for
him
England
long
too, I
to get
think.
down the other end. Selection and squad, right?
Or just to answer that guy, I think there's
Possibly
so
more
many
teams,
people who
New
probably
Zealand,
watched this,
Sri
Sri
Lanka.
Lanka.
I think Bangladesh would be
So
a good
happy
addition.
with
The
Bangladesh.
fan base would be exceptional.
Teams
This
throughout
part of
this
the world is
year's
lots of
Ease My
Bangladeshi
Trip World
fans.
Championship of Legends. It can
Ireland?
only get bigger and
No, I like
better.
the idea of a Team
I think
Europe.
We've
With
both
Ireland,
done
Scotland,
Legends
Netherlands,
tournaments
Italy,
around
Germany,
the world.
Jersey.
And the fitness
Maybe stick a few English in
these
there, then we might
teams
have a
has
decent side.
got a lot
That's
better.
fine, yeah.
Commitment has
That's
got a
okay.
lot better as well. And
It's
it can
very
only get bigger
enjoyable
and
tournament,
better.
I must say. All the tournaments you go around and work on, we've been
Yeah, a bit of
looked
work for
after
England
so
too, I
well.
think.
Northampton, selection,
and
Birmingham,
squad,
right? Standard of cricket has been really
Possibly
good.
more teams. New Zealand, Sri Lanka,
I think Bangladesh would be a good addition.
Bangladesh.
Fan base would be exceptional. This part of the world is lots of.
Yeah, and it's not just for you.
Bangladeshi
We're just
fans.
showing you that Ireland, the
I
English
like the
commentary
idea of a
box on the
Team
other
Europe.
side of the
With Ireland,
indoor
Scotland,
school is the
Netherlands, Italy, Germany,
Hindi com box
Jersey.
as well.
Maybe stick a few English in there, then we might have a decent side.
Let's see
that's
who's
fine.
on
That's
there.
okay.
Is it Wakar Yunus?
It's
on the
very
right?
enjoyable tournament, I must say. All the
No,
tournaments
it's
you go around and work
Atul
on,
Wasan.
we've been looked after so well.
Deep,
Northampton,
looked
up to
at
Birmingham.
on the left.
Deep still
Standard
talking about that
has been
LBW.
really good. Probably, absolutely. He probably is. We're probably about the right distance apart, me and Deep, with that LBW decision. Yeah, and it's not just with you. We're just showing you the top men are in the middle. The English commentary
hard
box on the
workers
other
now,
side
they've got
of
all
the
of this.
indoor school is the
Had to try
Hindi
and
com
hit
box as
something.
well. Couldn't allow him keep bowling length, so a boundary See to who's finish. on
4 overs done.
There is it.
Wakar
West
Yunus
Indies
on the
champions, 7 without loss. No, it's Atul Wasan. And Deep just looked at on the left.
Deep still talking about that LBW.
Probably, absolutely. He probably is. We're probably about the right distance apart, me and Deep, with that LBW decision. Top men are in the middle. The hard workers now then got all of this. Had to try and hit something. Couldn't allow him keep bowling length. So a boundary to finish, 4 overs done. West Indies champions, 7 without loss. West Indies owner and family and friends. And Pakistan owner as well in the background there. So with his 3rd outside edge, this is going to run away for a boundary. Got excited there because I just saw a leaning edge. So Gale has his first boundary.
Not far off hitting the back of the bat, I reckon here. Chris Gale trying to turn it leg side. Thick outside edge, big blade.
West
Chris
Indies
Gale
owner
has a
and
big,
family
heavy bat.
and friends, and
Couple of bounces.
Pakistan owner as well.
Over the
in
ropes for 4.
background there. So
Back-to-back boundaries for the West Indies champions.
Right.
Fortuitous,
with his
but
3rd
boundaries nonetheless.
outside edge, this is going
Gale
to
is
run
gonna look to
away
go
for a
here.
boundary.
I think he's going to look to try and hit him
Got
here this
excited
over.
there because I just saw a leaning
Absolutely.
edge.
I just knew I'd
So Gale
sense that something was
has his
coming
first
from him.
boundary.
He's had enough with this length bowling and just
Not far off hitting
prodding
the
at
back
it.
of the bat, I
It's
reckon here.
time
Chris
now
Gale
to
trying
show
to
you
turn
what
it
the
leg
Universe
side.
Boss is all about.
Thick outside edge, big blade. Chris Gale always has a big, heavy travel though. Looked like he got it close to the middle of the blade, but over the ropes for 4. Low on the back-to-back boundaries for the West Indies champions. Not quite into top gear here, Chris Gale. But probably working around second gear at the moment, but
I think Gale is going to look to go
go
here.
through the gears
I think
quickly.
he's going to look to try and hit him here this over.
One
Absolutely.
player
I just
that
knew
can go from
I'd
first to
sense
second
that
to
something
fifth.
was coming
Skip
from him.
3 and
He's
4.
had enough with
And
this
also one
length
player who
bowling
can
and just
get that run
prodding
rate
at
back
it.
to
It's time
under
now to
10s.
show you what the Universe Boss is all
Take a
about.
game away from you.
Didn't travel though.
Looks like they're putting it
like he
out
got
a
it
deep
close to the
mid-wicket
middle of the
now,
blade,
and
but-
3rd has come up into the circle.
He's a bit low on the back.
Now, has he just picked him out?
Still
No,
not
he hasn't.
quite
He's gone over the
into
top of
gear
what
here,
happened.
Chris
Riaz.
Gale. Probably working around second gear at the moment, but
First Ease My
Go
Trip
through the
6
gears
of the
quickly.
innings.
there's one player Corky, that can
More
go
like
Chris
from
Gale
first
second to 5th. skip good 3 or footwork. 4. Doesn't give the game
And
away
also
early,
one
Chris
player
Gale,
who can just
when he
get that
decides to
run
come
rate
down the
back
pitch. So it doesn't
to
give the bowler
under 10s
that much time
and take a game
to
away from
maybe
you.
change his plan, and that was more out of the middle. Still low on the
So
bat.
looks like they're putting out a deep mid-wicket now, and third has come up into the circle. Now, has he just picked him out? No, he hasn't.
Now that because
He's
of
gone
what
over the
he's just
top
done
of
in
Wahab
those first
Riaz.
3 deliveries now.
There's pressure now on Amir
First
Yamin.
ease
my trip 6 of the innings.
Amir Yamin can stick to the same plan because he's shown more like Chris Gale in some trouble. Yes, he's been good footwork. Doesn't give the game away early, Chris Gale. Boundary, but he decides to come down the pitch. So doesn't give the ball that heavy length, that much little bit of a way shape to maybe change his plan. And that was more out of the find the outside edge. I don't think he needs to change his plan that much here, Corky.
No, do you keep bowling that length? It's just top to the bails. See if he can hit you out of the park.
He's just done in those first 3 deliveries now.
Can't give him any weight.
Pressure now.
He'll just stand up on his toes and cut you away.
Amir Yamin can stick to the same plan because he's shown. He's had Chris Gale in some trouble. Yes, he's been 6 foot plus mid-wicket for a 6 on a boundary. Big and strong, and feel if he can for a 6 and hold that heavy length, where to go. A little bit of a way shape. Indecision ends up being a short wide one. That find the outside edge. I don't think he needs to change his plan that much here, Corky.
No, do you keep bowling that length? It's just top to the bails. See if he can hit you out the park. Can't do that.